Do you need a great marketing tool to advertise your business or event? Then use Ottumwa Coasters. Get your business or event on drink coasters featured in Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. It's the most fun and effective way to reach the community. Starting at just $199, you get 1,000 coasters delivered to Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. Look for Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook or call or text 573-932-0111.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
And welcome to a Halloween edition of the Morning Wake Up. Oh, you can't see it, but I've got headphones. I can't talk with this mask on. I've got my luchador mask on. I gotta do. Give me a second. Okay. There we go. Ooh, let me turn some lights on in this place. Here we go. All right. Well, we tried that. We tried it for a few seconds. Good morning. It is time for the morning wake up here on Steve Shutler Media. It was a good effort. I tried. I'm getting my phone to where I need it to be. Oh, man. Hey, it's a Halloween. That was interesting. Hopefully somebody was around to see that this morning. If not, if you missed the very beginning of this just a few seconds ago, make sure you go check out the very beginning of this when you get the opportunity. Hey, it is the morning wake up. It is brought to us by our friends at Ottumwa Coasters. Make sure you like Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook. And if you have a business or an event coming up that you want to advertise, this is a great marketing tool in the Ottumwa area. And you can do that with Ottumwa Coasters. Talk to my friend Elizabeth at Ottumwa Coasters. She'll get you hooked up and get you one of these great-looking coasters. Those go out to all of the popular restaurants in the Ottumwa area. I'm looking at the comments right now. So use Ottumwa Coasters, and you will get great feedback on that, especially from the folks in Ottumwa. For Ottumwa Coasters, bringing us our morning wake up on a spooky edition, the Halloween edition of the morning wake up. Let's get a look at our Halloween forecast. It is scary. Man, I took my dogs out this morning, and it is cold. Brr. A slight chance of some snow showers this morning. What's up with that? Partly sunny skies otherwise, a high around 37. Breezy northwest winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour. So if you're dressing up today and you're wearing anything on your head like a hat or a mask or a wig, hold on to stuff. It might blow away. So kind of cold, very windy today. Tonight, mostly clear still. Northwest winds will be gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. That's 20 miles per hour, a low of 18. So a cold Halloween night trick-or-treating tonight. Bundle up. Isn't that the worst when you have to put a coat on or something when you've got your costume on? That stinks. For tomorrow, mostly sunny. Just a tad bit warmer, a high of 43. Southwest winds will be gusting around. And then tomorrow night, partly cloudy, a low of 27. Thursday will be mostly sunny and 52. Right now, let's see here. We do have humidity is just 66%, of course. Northwest winds about 20 miles per hour and 31 degrees. Wind chill is feeling about 18. So Yeah, it is. I'm not a fan of cold weather, so I did not like taking my dogs outside this morning. It was fairly miserable. So a cold Halloween in store for us today. Hey, one thing that we want to warm you up with is a hat and coat drive going on at Sheets Chiropractic in Sigourney. I talked to Katie yesterday. Let's get to that interview. Hey, Steve Shetler here on Steve Shetler Media, hanging out at Sheets Chiropractic in Sigourney today. And with me, as you can see, is Dr. Katie Sheets. Katie, how are you today?
I'm well, Steve. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here. I'm actually not going to get my neck cracked today, but we are going to talk about a great thing that you're doing today. And rumor has it, maybe through the end of the week. Why don't you explain what's been going on?
Yeah, so through the month of October, we have done a hat and mitten drive, which is designed to benefit our local elementary schools. So we're just trying to provide them with some extras. You know, kids tend to forget hats, lose mittens as the winter goes on. I know my kids have been victims of that as well. So we just try to do something nice for the community and hopefully help the schools out a little bit.
Yeah, and especially here in the last few days, it has really taken a turn for cold weather.
Yes, it is. It's definitely time to dig those hat and mittens out.
Definitely. So get those in. And originally you were going through October 31st, but now are you extending it?
Yeah, we're just going to keep it on through this week.
Okay.
We figured with the cold weather, people are maybe thinking about getting their stuff out a little more. So we will end up drawing our winner on Friday. So anytime you enter into the box, you will get your name put in a drawing, and we are going to be giving away a massage gun.
Nice.
So kind of a hot item right now. They're really nice to have on hand when the chiropractor isn't in the office.
Definitely. So. We have one of those at home, and Stacy likes to have that on her back. So.
Definitely.
And did I hear something else might be coming up here in November as well?
Yeah, so we are also going to start a can drive. So we are going to be taking items for the local food pantries. And with that entry, you will get entered into a drawing for a 60-minute massage with Champion Massage Therapy. So Tanner, who is in our office with us, he is partnering up for this event, and we're hoping to get a good amount of food items to donate and also get somebody a nice massage.
Awesome. So lots of great things for the community in the area going on here at Sheets Chiropractic. Why don't you throw your address out there in case people don't know it?
Sure. We're at 405 East Jackson Street in Sigourney.
And, of course, you have a Facebook page. Do you have any other sort of social media?
Yeah, we try to update our stuff mostly on our Facebook page, and yeah, so.
Okay, all right, so check them out online and stop by and see Katie and the gang here at Sheets Chiropractic in Sigourney. Thanks, Katie. All righty, so Katie at Sheets Chiropractic, and again, you can see some of the information there for the hat and mitten drive going on at Sheets Chiropractic. Those items will go to our local elementary schools, as it says there on the flyer there that goes through today, but they are extending that through the end of this week. So drop those off. Again, youth and adult sizes are the most needed. And for every item you donate, entered into that drawing for a free electric massage gun. That's sponsored by Sheets Chiropractic and Wellness in Sigourney. So we thank Katie for taking time to talk about that this morning. Hey, of course, it is Halloween. How many of you put your pets in costumes? My wife likes to do this every single year. This was last night. We went ahead and did this last night. Put Hank and Stella and Esther and Daisy in their Halloween costumes. Let's give you the full view there. It's Little Red Riding Hood. Daisy, our Labrador, of course, is in the lead role there. We've got Stella as the grandma. We've got Hank as the big bad wolf. He looks so thrilled about it. And the cat going along in the basket there. So those are our pets in their Halloween outfits for this year. Anybody else do that? If you're watching and you want to throw your pictures of your pets or your kids in the comments, whatever's going on for Halloween, that's what we've got going on at our house. Our daughter Riley, she's too big. You know, she's in her 20s now. She's a grown-up, so she doesn't get dressed up anymore. So Stacy puts our pets in their costumes for the year. Hey, we are doing a Tuesday, October 31st edition of the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by Ottumwa Coasters. Let me grab my info. I'm not ready. I am ill-prepared. Here we go. Let's do some birthdays. Boo to you. Happy birthday to you. Okay, Halloween birthdays for today. Born on this date, Dan Rather, the news guy. Dan Rather, 92 years old today. So happy birthday to you, Dan Rather. Let's see here. Going down the list, another broadcast journalist, Jane Pauley, is 73 years old. Nick Saban, football coach. Do you call him a football genius? I mean, I'm not a fan of Alabama by any means, but the guy has done what he's done. Alabama, 72 years old for Nick Saban. We've got Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings. I love me some Lord of the Rings. Peter Jackson, who put those movies together, 62 years old today. Former baseball player Fred McGriff, the crime dog, 60 years old. Actor Dermot Mulroney, 60 years old. Rob Schneider, Saturday Night Live, several movies, 60 years old. The one role that I always think of for Rob Schneider is, what was it, from Waterboy? One of the Adam Sandler movies. You Can Do It! Rob Schneider, 60 years old today. Country singer Daryl Worley, Have You Forgotten? Turning 59 years old. Yo, Kid Ad Rock, Adam Horowitz from the Beastie Boys. I love the Beastie Boys. 57 years old. Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby. Dun, 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 dun. Ice, Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice. His mom knows him as Robert Van Winkle. So Rob Van Winkle, Vanilla Ice, 56 years old. And finally, Will Smith's kid, Willow Smith, 23 years old. On this date in history, it was today back in 1864, Nevada became our 36th state of the United States. It was today, 1952, the U.S. set off the first hydrogen bomb in the Marshall Islands. It's also on this date in 1956, an American landed at the South Pole for the very first time. It's kind of feeling like the South Pole outside today here in Iowa. Let's see here. Today is Reformation Day. Reformation? It's that day. It's also National Doorbell Day. Ding dong. All those doorbells going off for trick-or-treating. All the dogs in the world being driven crazy. It's also Girl Scout Founders Day. It's National Magic Day. I don't know any magic. Anybody know any magic? Good morning. Oh, by the way, good morning to you, Neil. Neil saw the beginning of this video, as he states in the comments. I scared him. Must not take much. When this video gets over, go back and watch the beginning of this video. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but it was kind of funny. Good morning to you, Neil, Eloise, Sandy, Nick, Tamra, Renee. If you're watching this morning, say hello in the comments, and we'll give you a shout out. Did I say it's, no, I did not say. It's National Knock Knock Joke Day. It's Caramel Apple Day. Do you say caramel or caramel? In this instance, you say caramel. Caramel apple. And then it's also Halloween, in case you didn't know. So, celebrate those days today. We'll skip through all this stuff. Things you need to know. Britney Spears teasing that she's got a new song on the way. I can't wait. Can't wait to jam to that new Britney. Let's see here. So, you know, of course, Matthew Perry passed away over the weekend. Did you know that each of the stars of Friends to this day are still making about $20 million each from the show's residuals? So they're still hauling in the big bucks just from Friends. When did that end? I don't really watch Friends, so I don't know when that came to an end, but it's been a while. I know that. Let's see here. Pentagon has announced that they're developing a nuclear bomb that is 24 more times powerful than the one dropped on Hiroshima back in World War II. 24 times more powerful than that one. So let's hope things don't come to us dropping a nuclear bomb that is that powerful. Let's see here. Retired tennis star Pete Sampras says his actress wife Brigitte Wilson has been diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So best wishes to her on that. In South America, I'm going to have to Google this next story. In South America, there's a lot of buzz over a video shot out of a commercial airliner that seems to show them flying by a UFO. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe the aliens were going, hello, Nanu. But yeah, maybe Google South America UFO. See what comes up on that. Willie Nelson, he's got a new book. Energy Follows Thought, the stories behind my songs. That went on sale yesterday as he reflects on 7 decades of writing music. That is amazing. 7 decades of writing music for Willie Nelson. Let's see here. Other stuff. A new study says that if you want to live off the grid, Alabama and Texas are the states to do that in. So, living off the grid. And apparently, I don't stay up late enough because I'm old and I go to bed early. I don't usually stay up late enough to see Saturday Night Live, but apparently the background on Christopher Walken, introducing Foo Fighters on Saturday Night Live over the weekend. He did it 20 years ago, and when he did it 20 years ago, he evidently put the emphasis on the word fighters. The Foo Fighters. It's the Foo Fighters. This time he did it the right way, as he was supposed to, the Foo Fighters and not the Foo Fighters. So all is right in the world now. You got to make up for it. Hey, you know what time it is? It's time for Today's Impossible Question. Today's Impossible Question. I think I just made myself dizzy doing that. 93% of people can identify this smell. 93% can identify this smell in just 1 second. What do you think that smell is? I bet Neil Crott has some interesting smells. That smell is peanut butter. So it just takes 1 second to sniff out the peanut butter. So I might be sniffing out some Reese's peanut butter cups later on. Maybe they'll go on sale once Halloween comes to an end. Let's see here. Happy Halloween to you, Melissa. Conversation starters for today. The 10 most searched for horror film franchises. Ranked, and this is according to, who did this? The CSGO gambling site. Why would a gambling site look into this? I do not know, but here you go. The top 10 most searched for horror film franchises, ranked from 1 to 10. So number 1 is Scream. You've got The Evil Dead, Halloween, Saw, The Conjuring, Friday the 13th, Paranormal Activity, The Purge, Child's Play, and A Nightmare on Elm Street. Those are your top 10 searched for horror film franchises. In some weird news...
That is weird.
It is weird. A foreign tourist traveling in California's Death Valley National Park has been injured in an accident caused by an unlikely culprit, a tarantula. Tarantulas, gross. According to the National Park Service, a traveling Swiss couple in a rented camper hit their brakes to avoid hitting the spider. The van was in turn rear-ended by a 24-year-old Canadian motorcyclist who was injured in the accident. The spider survived the pileup, escaping into the desert unharmed. I guess they didn't find any smashed spiders, so they're just assuming that it ran off. So that the tarantula causing a pile up in that national park. What's next? Halloween holiday trivia. Did you know some of this stuff? Orange and black, and I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just reading what I have here. Orange and black are Halloween colors because orange is associated with the fall harvest and black is associated with darkness and death. Let's see here. Tootsie Rolls were the first wrapped penny candy in America. I did not know that. Also, Halloween candy sales average about $2 billion annually in the United States. $2 billion. Halloween is the second most commercially successful holiday. Of course, Christmas is number one. And then chocolate candy bars top the list as the most popular candy for trick-or-treaters. Snickers coming in at number one. If I had to go with a candy bar, I mean, Reese's is number one in my list. But if I had to go with a candy bar, I go Milky Way. I don't like nuts. So there you go. Good news. In some good news, some automotive tech students at a high school in Virginia have been working all year to fix up a car to surprise a single mom who also has 6 kids. The students gave the car to Michelle Mendez on Thursday, who said the gift will be life-changing. So some good news there. That happening... Where did that happen? Somewhere. It does not say. Get out of here. Other news, the names of Confederate leaders who took up arms against the United States in the Civil War have been fully stripped from Army installations as the former Fort Gordon in Georgia has been renamed Fort Eisenhower on Friday. The Post, which carried the namesake of Confederate General John Brown Gordon since its inception as Camp Gordon back in 1941, now carries the name of the Army's most historic and revered figures in President Eisenhower, a 5-star Army general who commanded all Allied forces against Nazi Germany back in World War II. In a moment of a pizza shop in Ohio, Santino's Pizzeria. They've gained widespread attention and have gone viral due to a uniquely specific help wanted sign posted outside their establishment. The poster, which simply reads, quote unquote, now hiring non-stupid people. Good morning to you, Neil. I don't like nuts. And good morning to you, Patty. So this pizzeria place in Ohio, the poster says now hiring non-stupid people, initially intended as a joke in response to employment challenges, garnered a positive local response. However, it also prompted a fake order exceeding $100 from one individual. Pizzeria owners, in a charitable gesture, donated the pizzas made for the prank to a nearby homeless shelter, while some praised the humor of the non-stupid people on the shop's Facebook page. Others have criticized it. The sign's viral notoriety echoes a similar incident involving a different business in Texas last year. So, I mean, I think that's good. I mean, at least you're putting it out there. You don't want stupid people working at your business. That works for me. How about some top 10 Halloween costumes? And these are just kind of generics. What are you guys going as tonight? I am not going. I'll go as the former radio guy turned video guy. That'll be my costume today. Top 10 Halloween costumes. Classic horror characters. You know, like vampires, witches, zombies, werewolves. Those things always stay in style. Number 2 is superheroes and villains. 3 is pop culture icons. 4 is fantasy creatures. Number 5 is clever puns like serial killer or social butterfly. Number 6 is animals. Number 7 is sci-fi characters. Number 8 is DIY and unique creations. I know one year my daughter Riley went as a cupcake my wife made her this outfit where she looked like a cupcake. So anyway, you guys want to see how I started my show this morning? In case you missed it, I don't want you to be left out. We'll end it on a scary note because it was terrifying. Let me dim the lights. Oh, this light's still on. So we're going to turn off the lights. What did I do with my mask? All right. So hang on. We're going to turn the lights on. Take my glasses off so you get the full effect. Okay, so I almost put my eyes in the nose hole. Okay. It is hard to talk with this thing on, so this is how we started. So you guys have a safe, I can't see. You guys have a safe Halloween. I'm going to be putting up some trick-or-treat do's and don'ts later on. So you guys enjoy your Halloween. Dress warm. It's going to be cold today. Windy and cold, so this mask is not good for talking. Anyway, have a great Halloween, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.